morning, everyone. This is Tracy Newman from the Navigators Tarot, here to do a masculine reading for you. Yes, so we'll have a look and see what's going on with the masculine at the moment. What's with the helicopters at the moment? Actually, I had a friend I was talking to last night. I can just hear helicopters around my house, which is weird. She was saying, she lives in Brisbane, and she was saying the amount of helicopters just up and back past her house. Unbelievable yesterday. I don't know what's going on. Maybe, hopefully, some military action. Let's hope. Anyway, maybe they're making arrests. One can only hope. Anyway. The masculine reading, a lot of masculine cards coming out at the moment. Of course, everybody should know that basically when I talk about the masculine, that I'm talking about the masculine energies within each and every single one of us. We all house masculine and feminine energies, but this reading is for those who house the greater amount of masculine energies. And so we had these amazing cards. We had these new beginnings in love cards. So there's a lot of contemplating energies about love, unconditional love, and the expression of that. There's a lot of healing that is going on with the masculine at the moment, in whatever way, shape or form that comes in for the masculine. And we have this prosperity and, this really prosperous king energy that's coming through of abundance. And on every level, he's really stepping into his own very, very beautiful energies for the masculine, and finding that abundance is just there to, for his use pretty much. It's an amazing time for the masculines. It's interesting because it's sort of like we've got the fire. On some levels, there is a bit of a mask there that the masculine still has that he's wearing at the moment, and there is this energy too of really feeling left out in the cold in the past, but I feel that now he's actually on a journey of self-discovery through the death and rebirth process. So some are coming out of that dark night of the soul and into a completely new and different paradigm and different way of thinking and being, where he once upon a time felt very, very, because he is coming from this energy of lack. This was the masculine's world, where he actually had this mindset of lack, and there was a grasping on of everything that was of the 3D matrix world. I'm talking addictions to sex, drugs, anything, gambling, whatever, but the masculine is really doing the work. He is coming into a state of healing and abundance, because we have this beautiful card of the 10 of Pentacles, which literally, the 10 of Pentacles is the best card in the deck. It is of abundance with finances, family, love, absolutely everything that you could imagine. And so that's what he's stepping into from this feeling of lack and going through the death rebirth process. So he is on this amazing journey forward, where healing is his, basically, I think at the moment, his biggest priority. Can still hear these helicopters. They're everywhere. Anyway, that's interesting. I haven't looked to see what type of helicopters they are, though. Could just well be, you know, it could just be the fire helicopter. I don't know. Anyway, but yes, it's really interesting that in Brisbane, my friend she said, oh my God, the amount of helicopters that just fly past my house at the moment. She said, it's not usual. Whoops, we're throwing out stuff everywhere. Hang on a minute. Yeah, so also too, for the masculine, there is this leap of faith that is required of him. There is these beautiful Christ-like energies that are coming out for the masculine as well. He's really starting to open up his third eye. He's starting to get more into his heart center and starting to find that Christ presence within. So very interesting stuff that's going on. This does require sometimes for him to, you know, sometimes go within. However, at the moment, I really feel like for the masculine, there is this more like a getting together type of energy, like a celebratory type of energy, because he is coming out of those darker aspects of self and darker aspects of healing that is actually occurring for him. So even though, yes, he is still doing the healing work, there is still this propensity sometimes for him as he's coming out of it to, you know, to actually go out, party, wear a bit of a mask, but that's okay, you know. He's making a lot of steps forward, which is quite an amazing thing. So sometimes you do need to blow off steam, and you do need to go out and have a bit of a party and go out and have fun. Yeah, but also too, there's lots of meditation that the masculine is feeling that is needed. He's starting to visualize a completely new world for himself. And also too, very focused on that new world process that is coming through. And also too, like he's got the 3 and also too the 5. There is still some of that dark night of the soul energy that's coming through, and I think that that's why sometimes when, you know, the dark night of the soul can be very, very heavy and bogged down, and so it's no wonder that the masculine just wants to go out and have a bit of fun. Totally should do. And you know, at the moment he is very, very much in tune with he's becoming more knowledgeable in the knowledge of self, about the knowledge of self. He's really starting to go within and find the truth of who he really is, and actually beginning to see that he has all the knowledge. He has everything that he needs within. His own wisdom comes from within. He's becoming a lot more loving into himself and others as he goes within and finds and sort of like taps into that heart center and his intuition, and recognizes that his abundance comes from within. It was never, and in his relationships, it was never ever about anything that the 3D matrix world had to offer. Really, it was all about family and love and connection with others. Just going to get these cards here to have a look. I never ever do this, but I'm going to actually see how the masculine feels about the feminine. I never do that, but I'm getting that that's exactly what I should be asking. Okay, so how does the masculine feel about any projected feminine or even his own feminine within? So in the past, he always saw that, you know, that there were these adjacent possibilities, that the world was his oyster. He could have whatever he wanted. He could just pick and grab whatever he wanted. And so his whole world was full of lies and deceit. but and trickery, but to himself and others. But now there is this blossoming abundance that's coming through. Sense of community, the Three of Cups, which can sometimes mean a third party. But I really feel that he pretty much, he feels a lot of love for the feminine, a lot of love for the feminine, and sees her as his queen, pretty much. And he knows who she is, and knows that she is the high priestess. She will not tolerate any bullshit from anyone. So if he does place her in a third party situation, she's not available for that anymore. She just removes herself from all of that. And you know, I think that that is the reason why too, that a lot of the masculines have now begun to really do the healing work and step up. Usually the instigator of that, and which makes us step up, is the feminine energies and the high priestess energies from either a projected feminine or the feminine within. And you know, it sort of like says, gets in and kicks butt pretty much. And so the masculine has now been forced to go within and heal, and that is exactly what he's doing, because the feminine will walk, and he knows that. So it's really interesting. That's how he feels about the feminine. He knows that the feminine basically is his path back to himself and back to the Christ and back to spirit and back to love, unconditional love. He sees her as a pillar of strength. She is the strongest person in his life, and sees happy family pretty much. And also too, she is the spiritual path. So either a projected feminine or the feminine from within is having a profound effect on the masculine energies at this time. There's lots of meditation and contemplative energy which is occurring for the masculine right now. When I say meditation, meditation can also mean in the form of walking or qigong or yoga or anything like that at all. You know what that is, his yoga. But that is actually helping him to find out the truth of who he really is by going within and allowing those energies, those transformative energies, to take place. His chakra systems are lighting up, every single one of them. So he's really starting to feel that, you know, that he will be able to move forward into a completely different mindset and different way of thinking, because the old world is no longer having any real hold on the masculine anymore. I can still hear helicopters. Unbelievable. Anyway, blossoming abundance, yes, which this is what is coming out. There is so much abundance, you know, for the masculine. Okay, so that's really all I have for the masculine at the moment. I'll see you next week. So if you haven't already, just hit like and subscribe, and I shall see you on. Bye for now. Oops.